We're going to meet our next guest. He's from Dayton, Ohio. He's into whitewater rafting and rock climbing. He says the best place to meet women is the great outdoors, but he admits that at first he's a little inhibited. Please welcome Barry Deutsch. Hi, Barry. Oh, good. I'm fine. I want to hear more about meeting women in the great outdoors.
Chuck, I belong to the Sierra Club, and I tend to go on a lot of trips in the outdoors. And the women I meet on these trips tend to be really fascinating.
Really?
They tend to like a challenge. They're exciting. They're fun to be with. They're natural, and they tend to be a little, shall I say, friendlier than city women. Plus, it sure beats the singles bar scenes.
Friendlier in what way?
Less inhibited, perhaps.
Why do I feel like he's teasing me with something? Well, what do you mean?
One example might be is that people don't worry about if everybody's going to go swimming, everybody goes skinny dipping, and they don't worry about...
Ah, that's uninhibited. Now, that's a good definition. Earlier, we heard that you go on a lot of first dates, but very few second dates. Why is that?
I tend to be a perfectionist, and I know what I want from a date, and when I don't see it there, I don't waste my time, and I don't waste hers either.
I understand what you're saying. What does it take for you to go out on a second date?
I'm looking for a woman who really sets me on fire, who just sweeps me off my feet.
Really? What kind of woman is that? Let me have a name that we may all recognize, that when you watch her, your little ember gets glowing and so on.
None really comes to mind.
Good. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the women that Barry had to choose from. Maybe one will be in there. Remember now, you're going to pick the woman that you think's best for him, okay? First there was Paula. She was raised in Iowa. She's into racquetball and loves children. She likes men with shy, sexy smiles. And here's how Paula describes a terrific date.
They like to do things, and they like to, like be spontaneous and do things when just at the spur of the moment. And, they're honest. They don't go out on you, they don't just want to have sex with you the first night or whatever, but they're willing to, take you out and get to know you.
Alrighty, next there was Melanie. She was raised in New York City. She loves woodworking and walking in the rain, but she hates a sloppy dresser, and she thinks that men expect too much.
They expected you to cook for them and clean for them and take care of their dog and, things like that, and I feel that that's taking me for granted, especially since those are not things that I particularly like to do.
All right, and finally you watch Vicky. She's originally from Georgia. She claims she can go from shorts and dirt to formal and clean in 20 minutes. Vicky says that a lot of men are curious about her second job.
I just say, look, I work at an I'm a cocktail waitress and I dance. And usually the next question when they hear dance is, well, do you dance topless? And I say, well, yes, I do, as a matter of fact. In fact, you might have heard about the place. And I go into a little light conversation. And I say, well, would you like to come in sometime and see what it's like? And if they say, no, I'd never set foot in that place, I'd say, that obviously they're not willing to open up enough, so then I'm not interested.
All righty, Barry selected one of those women as his date. We're going to show you all three women again before you vote. Here they come. First, there was Paula. She's 28. She's a preschool teacher. Then Melanie, she's a personal representative. She's 25. Finally, Vicky, she's a 26-year-old office manager. Okay, audience, time for your voting machines. Who do you think is the best lady out there? For Barry, that is. All right, the audience vote's locked in. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to meet the woman that Barry selected, hear everything that happened on that date, and we'll be right back to do that in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Stay with us.